Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Wednesday, the 18th of January. I am Flat Cat Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. All right, coming up, what do we got to start the week officially on the channel? Clearly, with Wednesday selections, and there's been stuff going on this week, which we'll come to. But as far as actual videos on the channel, we are starting on Wednesday. Wednesday is Dundalk Day, not always, Friday mainly, but Wednesday's every other pretty much. So we are Dundalk stacked for Wednesday. It is £20. First race, 140 Wolverhampton. So mainly Dundalk. I've got a couple at Wolverhampton. I've got one horse at Plumpton, so pending inspection. So I've factored that into the staking plan that the Plumpton meeting is pretty 50-50, I think. So one horse there, and I've got surprisingly nothing at Southwell. So there's nothing carrying on into the evening for the channel at all. There's nothing I liked that I was happy enough to put in the channel bets. So yeah, £20, 4 bets, I'm checking again, 140 Wolverhampton. That's what we've got. Also coming up, I'll go through a bit of an update on the Australian Open. So I put some bets in the comments. So I'm going to go through Australian Open bets, and there will be another Australian Open bet for Thursday matches. So there's a few hanging over from our current bet into Wednesday, and I'll update on that. And I've got nothing else on Wednesday, but I've got a bet for Thursday. So I'm going to put it on the comment after I've uploaded the video. And then go from there. But yeah, that's so Australian Open, and also to flag golf this week. No golf. I've had a look through, and I'm not happy with anything main market nor side market that I wanted to put on the channel. Last week's golf didn't go very well. It was 5 on 0 return for anyone who did the golf. So yeah. Not the best. Not the best. Wasn't very good at all, was it? So no good in the golf, but no golf this week. So horses mainly, and I've been looking at the Australian Open tennis. So there's more to come on that. I need to do a review of Sunday, which won't take very long, and then I'll do a quick review of what's been happening in the comments Monday, Tuesday for those people who are less invested, shall we say. There's no judgment in there at all, but for some people, they get a lot of joy out of reading and writing in comments, sharing selections and whatnot. So we'll go for that. So Sunday, how did we do? Rubbish, is I would say. We had 3 horses really badly perform. A couple of them were backed in as well. So Codebreaker, Karen's Gift, Blast Koeman were all poor. Didn't really give them a run for the money at all. Care Down Boy was in contention and fell. I think it was the last or second last, which was very unfortunate. And then Typewritten was third. So it meant 41 pence back for the £10 stake, which is not the most exciting. So we ended the week down 52, and for the year and for the month down 64. So from the channel stats point of view, it's not great. And then clearly I didn't do videos Monday, Tuesday. For those people who are in the comments Monday, Tuesday, I think you did very well, but on Monday. So I liked Monday's meeting at Punchestown, and I put up. I gave some advice about races, and in the two main handicaps of Punchestown, I picked 2 horses at decent prices in both, and then a 5th horse that was running in the evening or weather meeting in the UK, and managed to get a 40-1 place in the first Punchestown race, a 33-1 place in the second Punchestown race, and a 33-1 place in the UK. So for those people who I didn't advise a bet, I just gave out the selections. But for those people who put them in double, treble combinations, a 40 and 2 33s, and there was some better price SP, came out very, very well indeed. The middle leg, Rose of Calanese, only paid out on Sky Bet in 365. So had I done channel bets on there, we would have done very well on the channel, but it would have been one of them ones where only 2 main bookies paid out. I can tell you firsthand from someone who's not got multiple Sky Bet accounts to use, the margin between 5th and 6th is very expensive at times. That's all we'll say. yeah, I did all right on Monday, but yeah, could have been very different. And then we move on Tuesday. I put up 4 and a side bet, and we only had one place. Albeit, I think it was 28-1 was the price quoted when I put it out. So. So that's been that, and yeah, it's just one of those. And I just be really honest. I did a lot of thinking after Monday about that, because I'm on the one hand I was really pleased that people benefited, and I physically didn't have time in my life to make a video on Sunday night, Monday morning to do a video. But equally, I knew, and hopefully people who read the comment could see. I knew it was a good one, and so I think, I mean, I used to sort of like play it down a little bit about when I think it's going to be a good day, and I've just realised people generally hopefully could read it a little bit now by the amount of time and effort I might have put into explaining certain things. It was a good day. It was a good opportunity day, because there was some other race at Punchtown. I didn't put selections up, but I advised the races about ultimately bad each ways. Most people, I think, get that is basically when you've got a short price favourite and it pushes everything else up. And if you just blindly picked the third and fourth favourites in those races, because the fourth favourite in both cases was 20-1 plus, and fortunately in those ones both fourth places actually came second. If you combine those with the big handicaps and try and find the big uns in those, yeah, it's there to be had, and so it looked good on paper. But yeah, I've just been really thoughtful, to be honest, and I appreciate. I know I've got to get to today's bet and talk about the tennis, but I just wanted to share. I was really pleased, but equally I'm always striving to do better, and I always want to try and get the most people to see the bets. And clearly people have got a choice. I've told people there's stuff going on in the comments, and this week there was a lot. Well, Monday was worth a lot, and you know, I've said I won't be doing the channel forever. I'm happy doing it at the moment, and I'm trying to balance everything I'm doing. But it did make me think about, I think at some point in the future, and I'm not even saying that like this year, in the future, if I'm scaling back the channel rather than stopping the channel, I feel like it might be one of those ones where I might just pop up on the random days where I can see it's good, because sometimes it's obvious when it's good, and sometimes for most people it's not as obvious as it might be. And some of it's about how you read the handicap market. So you can clearly see when there's a bad each way race, like, you know, people can get used to seeing an odds on favourite, but trying to see when a particular handicap that actually is offering you value, as opposed to like big field but a lot of donkeys. Oh, excuse me. One's a wish, two's a kiss, I think. I might be in luck later. Doubt it. It's a bit late. Anyway, I digress. I'm thoughtful about, at some point, if I was scaling back, I was thinking about how I do reduce schedule at some point, but actually I'm thinking it may well be a question of literally, it's down for those people who are in the know, who have subscribed, who would get a notification, and I might pop up on a random Monday, and then might not see me for 3 weeks, and then I might come back again. But I'm not there yet. Just to be clear, I'm cracking on with my 5 days a week, and I've I've got my plans ready for Cheltenham, and I'm sort of, certainly for Antipost, I'm also looking about additional content for Cheltenham, and seeing what else I might put out on other platforms and things. So Cheltenham plans are afoot. I just want to share. I wanted to be really happy because people benefited, but I always want more and more people to benefit. But equally, I don't want to shout. I'm not here to shout about the channel. I know I keep saying that to people, but it takes a certain sort of person to watch on, follow, and read between the lines, and walk past. There's lots of losing days. And actually see what's really going on in terms of value hunting and changing people's mindset. All that being said, what doesn't help is, for the channel stats, we're down £64 for this year. So if all you've done has been following the channel bets on the videos, you're down £64. So not ideal. I'll do today. Do the bets for Wednesday, and then for those who want, I'll talk about the tennis, because we at least double money for anyone who put the tennis bets down that I advised in the comments. If you've done them as advised, you should be at least double your money at this point, with a small chance of a little bit more. But we kind of need 2 matches to go our way there. All right. What have we got then for Wednesday? Starting off here, Wolverhampton Dundalk combination, but hopefully people will be pleased to see we're operating at some decent prices for Wednesday. So 140 Wolverhampton satellite call 20-1, 310 Dundalk Arcaneers 25s, 350 Wolverhampton Fieldsman 16s. That's a race we'll come back to. 420 Dundalk Surviving Murmansack 18-1. 20p each way lucky 15, so straightforward bet. The important thing here, because of this 350, is the bookmaker advisory. So as it stands at the time of making this video, there's 7 runners in that race. 365, Betfred and Hills are all paying 3 places, and that could be very, very helpful for this horse potentially. I'm putting the bet out, quarter of the odds, paying 2 places Sky Bet. That's what I've got. But if you've got the option to go online and use those, 365 Betfred and Hills are advisable, because the other races it's the same place terms as Sky, but you'll get the 3rd place on the 350. So hopefully super straightforward. This is the day to dust off your 365, your Betfred or your Hills account. 365 preferable, because you will get bog even if you put it on tonight. Betfred and Hills, you won't get Betfred. I don't use Betfred so much online, so I can't often. If anyone knows what Betfred's terms are on bog, put them on it. But I haven't got a live Betfred account at the moment. It's sort of on my list of when I get to Cheltenham and the Cheltenham offers kick in, I'll get a new Betfred account, but I haven't got one at the moment. Hills don't pay bog on combination bets, only on single. So 365 preferable, but if anyone knows the most up-to-date info on Betfred bog situation online, feel free to share. But that's bet 1, £6 is your bet. Then bet 2 is the official Dundalk special, because it's the 4-horse bet for Dundalk. 205 Dundalk Kushti 22-1, 235 Dundalk the Peckham Pouncer 16s, 345 Getaway Queen 22s, 450 Not Amused 25s, 20p each way lucky 15, straightforward stake. Bet advisory is Sky, but purely because the first race is paying 5 places. All the rest are 4, and more or less all online bookies. Coral not so Coral often talk about Coral, but not today. But generally your 365 or your Paddy that are paying bog online, that's where else you'd be with Sky. So if you're happy to risk the 5th place to get bog on the others, it could well be worth it. It's a bit of a borderline one. But having already had a situation of losing out on a 5th place, and when another bookie paid out 6th this week, I'm always mindful to flag the best possible place terms here. So all the bets are through a Sky Bet account, and just to remind those people who are newer, the reason I put it through a Sky Bet account, because it is the bookmaker that I advise for using these bets. Overall, long term, you will win more money using a Sky Bet account for these, because the way that I pick horses, a lot of it is around trying to get big price placed money. So we get some winners, but big price placed money, and joining them together, and Sky is the most helpful bookmaker. Okay, that's bet 2. Then bet 3 is 3 Dundalk, 1 Plumpton. So, and it's a different staking plan, I'll explain. 205 Dundalk, every hour on the hour 9s. 310 Dundalk, Skontonovsky, 10s. Then the 1 Plumpton horse, 335 El Hagab Rose, 33-1. And the 450 Dundalk Sadiqua, 33-1. So this is only a 12p, not 20s like the others, 12p each way, lucky 15, with an additional single on how Al Hageb Rose. So at the time of making this video, there is an inspection at Plumpton. So if it goes non-runner, you basically don't have to put that money down because it's gone, and this converts to a 24p each way patent bet. So if you've already put the bet down, it will just do it anyway. You don't need to do anything different. But also these 3 are all in bet 4 in my combination bet 2. So yeah, that's coming up. So 12p each way, lucky 15. It will convert itself. If you put time of doing this, either put something else in if that meeting is abandoned or it's a non-runner, or it will just go to 24p each way patent bet. That is bet free. Sky advisory again because of that race, but also for this Plumpton race. Most bookies are standard terms, free places. Sky are 4 there. 440 is your bet for bet free. And then we've got a Dundalk combination bet. So there's a few things to explain on this one. 205 Dundalk Kushti at 22s and every hour on the hour at 9s. The 310 Arcaneers and Skontanovsky 25s and 10s. Quite interesting race, that one, because you've got an odds-on favourite in a handicap there, so it's really pushing up a bit of value in there. The odds-on favourite looks like if it follows up, it should win comfortably, but it does present a lot of value elsewhere in that race. 450 Dundalk, Not Amused at 25s, and Sadiqa at 33s is my slightly preferred race at Dundalk. So for Channel, the way I've done it is 15p each way trebles, all combinations. So all 6 in the bet slip, and it will tell you that there are 8 possible treble options, 15p each way. That adds up to £2.40. And then to make it an even £20 for the Channel stake, I've only done doubles on the bottom 4. It's not a bad idea to do doubles on all of it, but you've got a slightly shorter price on that 9s, albeit you have got the benefit of 5th place if you're doing it with Sky. So for the Channel stake, it is just 15p each way doubles on those 4. So it's 4 times 15p each way. So that's an additional £1.20, which makes it £3.60 is your bet. But yeah, I'm not advising against doing the others. I'm fitting the Channel stake, and that was the best combination double I've got for Wednesday. Advisory, quite important. Sky is best because the 205 is 5th place. So if you're doing the trebles, Sky is best. Definitely. But if you're just doing the doubles and you've got the time and energy and patience to mix and match your bets, you're much better off doing that with 365 or Paddy, so that you can get same place terms, but you'll get bog. So if you've got the time and patience, stick the double part of it on with 365 or Paddy, because then you'll be able to outdo the Channel. If the bet comes in and any of those drift, then you'll outdo Channel. So that would be advisory. That's that. All right, any questions about the horses? Shove them in the comments. And then now I'm just going to finish off with the Australian Open tennis. So yeah, I'm not going to go through tennis bets on the video. I think I've just, because I've done the first one on the comments, I'm going to carry on that way. So for those who want them, they'll be in the comments. Because yeah, it's not necessarily in keeping with everything I do on the channel, but I'm kind of advising how to basically navigate the promotion on Paddy Power, if that basically that's what I'm doing. So the first lot of bets, there was part 1, 2 and 3. Part 1 was 4 players, and the advisory was a £5 accumulator. They all won their first round matches, and it paid back treble money, so it was 15 odd pounds. If you'd done the full £10, which you could have done, then you'd have got back 31, I think it was. So yeah, so that was 5 on, 15 return. Then you got a free £5 bet from that. That bet's got sunk, so that's lost. And then there was an additional advisory of a £2.50 bet with a Yankee on. So the first 2 legs of that are down. The one leg was paused through poor light, I'm guessing, where our Alison Risk, who's now got a double barrel surname that I can't pronounce properly, we'll just say Alison Risk, she was ahead in that match, and there's one of the match hadn't started. So we need both of those to go away to get any return. So let's imagine there's no return. Overall, if you did the advisory, it was £7.50 on, and you should have about £15 something back. So it was double money. What I'm going to do in the comments after this video is put in another advisory if you want to do the same thing with another accumulator for Thursday matches. So they're all matches due on Thursday or early hours of Thursday. And it'll be another one where it's a £5 accumulator. I haven't got the full 3 parts yet, so it will be a kind of spread out a little bit. But basically, it will be an advisory of a £5 accumulator, whereby if you place the bet, you'll get an additional £5 free bet with Paddy Power to put on another accumulator, and it'll also be applicable for the offer if you haven't done anything else with Paddy Power on tennis. If one leg lets you down, you get a free bet back. So the idea being, if we get all 4 matches up, we win. If one goes down, you'll then get another free bet. So you'll end up basically putting £5 down and getting £10 worth of free bets. If 2 matches go down, you've still got a £5 free bet for tennis. And then the next tranche of bets, I would advise then what to do with that free bet, unless you're doing your own thing, and or then seeing what other offers trigger, because that promotion is only due to be the first few days at the Australian Open. I'm hoping that makes sense. It's this is the reason why I don't go into all this sort of stuff on the normal channel, because I just keep it straightforward, usually horse bets on main market, and I kind of leave the outright the side market stuff out and other bits and bobs and promotions and things, just because it gets more complicated and bookie specific. But yeah, I made a decision this year that I'm focusing on the horses, and all of the other bits I'm doing, I'll do bookie specific stuff, because and then people can take it or leave it, but I'm not recording the stats for it. So the tennis win, that's not in any of my stats. So that's just, it's a Brucey bonus. If you've got some profit from you've doubled your money on the tennis. Channel stats are still saying we're £64 down on horses, although some will have made a bit of money back on the tennis. Hopefully I've made sense. I haven't gone on, well, I have gone on a long time. It's a long video, isn't it? Let's be fair. All right, that's me. I'll be back on Wednesday night for Thursday. And a reminder, as I've said before, this week is only a 4-day week for the channel, so there's no video Sunday. We'll see how we navigate the next few days with frost and waterlogging and all the rest of it. So it might be a little bit stacked on all weather, but we don't mind usually. So we'll see how we navigate. But yeah, I'll be doing Wednesday night, Thursday night video, Saturday morning video, and then that'll be me having an extra day off making videos, no video on Sunday. Okay, I'm leaving it there. Thank you very much. Bye bye.